Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Woman's Cave. And guess
I'm being so gracious today.
Dang
I'm
it!
just saying it. I'm being gracious.
I wanted to be the one to be like, "You're not here," so I could do what I want to do and then do what I want to do. And
Whatever.
Really blast. You can't see below my shoulders because that dance is bad. Hey, Jade. Oh my goodness, I remember to introduce us, and we have lost your audio.
Did you introduce me?
I said, "Hey, Jade," and then right? I'm proud of myself. I feel responsible and all grown up-ish. There you go. Need to
Are we still? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I went away. I'm Jade, and that's Will Donor, my lovely co-host.
I'm a narcissist, by the way.
Yes, she is.
Big. Okay, my nose right now is bigger. Oh, wait. We need to introduce stuff like books and us. No, we didn't. So, like,
we just introduced ourselves. Virtual high five.
Oh, yes! Fist bump and high five. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm stopping dancing. Because they're going to think
we wrote
books
with 15 other wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous ladies. Okay, here they go. And I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons. And I thought being grown up was easy. And I thought I could juggle it all. We can't, but we thought we could. And
you're doing a good job, by the way, Jade.
And I thought I did my journey alone.
We are sold out of that.
Oh, yeah. Way to buy, you guys. Way to buy. What was it? Man, that messed me up. And I thought I had it all figured out.
There you go. Hey, no, I'm doing my pitch. I'm doing my pitch because he does reality TV, so I can do my pitch.
Okay, it's not really a pitch, you guys. That's ridiculous.
No, it is not a pitch. Hi, Hollywood. I am adorable, yes. And I do have my own reality show, but I need more.
No, docuseries.
Make this a scripted. I'm sorry. We have a docuseries. Make this scripted thing a real thing. Just hire actors and say words, okay? Don't change a thing. Moving on.
That's how you know it's a joke right there.
The
running gag.
Yeah.
And I thought he was the one, and I thought the workbook. And then that's about it. And we can find all of that on... Wait!
Okay, go. I'm sorry.
My goodness. You can find all of that on Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com. You guys, our conference is coming up. It's only like a week away. Please come out and see us. Or if you can't see us in person, please see us virtually. You can find out that information on andwethought.com, and also all the information about Just Right in Life, our docuseries on andwethought.com. And you can just follow the links on over to Amazon. Okay.
Do you really hate our docuseries at this point? Okay. Because you never tell people where to find it.
Winona,
Ladies
tab. I just said it. Winona, I just said it.
Okay.
We have a wonderful guest.
No, ladies tab.
We'll do it at the end.
Wonderful guest.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I will. I introduce myself.
Yeah.
All right. I'm all over these cues today. My name is Troy DeBald. I sound very proud of that, but that's just how I sound because I'm rather enthusiastic about life and all that good stuff. I'm Troy DeVauld. I'm a reality television producer. I'm the author of a couple of books, Reality TV, An Insider's Guide to TV's Hottest Market, and another book called And Another Thing, which is the only book on the market right now about the network notes process and how it works and why we shouldn't all hate each other because we're all lovely people trying to make good things.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also in the process right now, after having done a lot of shows over the years, like The Osbournes, The Bachelor, Dancing with the Stars, The Surreal Life, Basketball Wives, Hollywood Game Night, a bunch of other stuff. I'm making my first full-length feature documentary called Remember We're Not Here. And it's basically a documentary about how Hollywood feels about reality television and how the people who make it feel about themselves in a world that's very happy to say reality TV sucks. So...
I'm depressed right now. I feel blacker than my lipstick.
I'm not
and mood-wise, not color-wise.
It's so far. It's been a lot of fun. It's just that it got started. I went to a party several years ago. I was the only non-celebrity there, and the celebrity asked me what I did for a living, and I said I make reality shows. And he got really quiet and he punched my shoulder and he goes, "Well, someday for you, buddy."
What?
I'm sorry.
And I was like, okay. And I got all upset about it and went and sat in my car. So,
oh, come on.
It's kind of, it's that thing. I'm very proud of the things that I do most of the time. Most of the stuff is uplifting or has some redemptive quality. So,
I completely agree.
So.
Oh, first of all, I'm looking forward to the documentary. And then secondary, I believe that the whole reality TV thing is awesome. Simply because, for crying out loud, you guys made the Kardashians.
I think it's fun stuff, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, it looks fun. Okay, so I should probably ask you actual real questions at this point. Like,
sure.
Wow,
do you have any, Winona? You have any real questions?
Yes, my cold medicine has not done so bad right now. Like, I'm putting words together. I'm like literally in my mind, I'm like shuffling like a bad thing of Scrabble. R goes here, or does the T go there? No. So anyway, my first question was, how did you get into this business in the first place? Because I understand that when it was new, it was awesome to be here. And now that it's more of a mature market, it's a little harder to get things done and to find the funding. So how'd you get in it, and do you still like it?
Sure. I'll answer those backwards. Yes, I still like it. When it's good, it's good. And when it's good, it's as good as anything scripted ever was. And how I got in is I optioned a screenplay back in 1999 and got ready to move to California, and was halfway across the country and saw the only person's name I knew go by in the credits at the end of a reality show that I was watching in a hotel. So I called him and I said, hey, listen, is this reality television thing, like, is there work out there that I could do while I'm waiting for this screenplay to get made? And he said, sure. He says, if this show, is received well, we're actually going to go to a full episode order almost right away. So I had a job not that long after I got to California. I don't even think I had the car unpacked before I had to go to the first day of work. So
you and Steve Sutton, y'all are some lucky SOBs.
We are lucky. I mean, the money was terrible. But, and it's still terrible compared to movies and scripted TV shows. But it's a thing that we do because we enjoy it. It's
to enjoy it at some point.
To hate a job that lets you have this much fun would be nuts.
Wait, how do you have fun?
Well, I have a lot of fun. I have a very rare allergy to celebrity. So I enjoy meeting people that I think are interesting, whether they're celebrities or not. And then what happens is a lot of times on the show, they become celebrities over the course of you working with them. And it's kind of fun to see how people sort of handle that transition and how much they do or don't try to self-produce to try to make themselves look like the people they want to come across as, which is something I don't think you get to worry about in scripted. But it's really neat. Like, I'm very proud of a show I worked on called Flipping Out that I think had a great cast. It's a show on Bravo. It's been running for quite a while. I think it was 2008 or 9 when I did the first season of it. And just so much fun to kind of see how everybody's kind of, matured into these celebrities that have their own businesses and have done so well for themselves, and to kind of see how much what we do has affected their opportunities to do other things.
I can definitely see how you would love that. I mean, I think that that's a beautiful thing. And I mean, we have nothing to compare that with, but as being an indie author, we are indie authors, and it's really cool to see how far some of the people that we began with are. Like when they become bestsellers or they get on the USA Today list, and how they're like calling you and so excited. It's a very cool thing.
Because you have to make it yourself.
Yeah, and you'll find that as you continue doing what it is you do, the people will come to you and say, "Oh, I read your book, and now this in my life," or "I read your book, and now that happened in my life."
When that happens, we get ready for a very sad story, more depressing than your documentary.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But it's really it's kind of cool though, because we have helped people along the way, and that's always a good thing. You always feel like, okay, so what I'm doing isn't just for selfish reasons or just for me. It's for someone else. Like I see that if this person has gotten a break and now they're doing well, and you can't really ask for anything else, really, truly.
Jade, you're on your soapbox.
I am on my soapbox, so I'm getting off of it. I'm off of it right now. I'm off of it. I'm putting the tie away.
If you like to get on your soapbox and retaliation, that's completely understandable.
I'm fine. I'm just in a really good mood this morning. I don't know what's up.
It's because you're with the ladies. Of course.
Is that it?
Yes.
I get to hang out with the ladies online.
Yes, the ladies.
So I have more questions.
Sure.
I know you do.
Yes. Okay. So first and foremost, producer of reality TV. Now, I know we've interviewed quite a few producers of scripted television. How is that different? And I have a B part to this question because I always
her questions are
happy I don't have a C part.
Sure.
And the B part is, so I know that when you do a scripted television, you can pitch an idea. When you do produce a reality TV show, you have to pitch a like actual episode. So do they make that harder on purpose for the producers of reality TV instead of scripted, since I know that's kind of slighted against reality TV that's kind of like junk television and
Well,
that's done.
Well, it's a little bit different in that in reality shows, if I'm trying to present an original series, the most important thing is to decide whether it's a format or whether it's dependent on who my cast is. If I was doing a show like The Kardashians, or if I were pitching something like that, it would be presenting this family and all of these sort of crazy things that have happened to them along the way, so that the network says, okay, well, we accept that things happen in these people's lives that are interesting. With a scripted series, you have to do the same thing, and you kind of have to describe what the arc of the first season is, what your plan is for the first 3 years. It's not that different in pitching a reality show. They want to know that there's someplace for it to go. The difference being in unscripted television, there is a certain thing where you make your outlines, you write your stories, and once that show gets moving, things that you don't expect will happen. There are going to be conflicts that you didn't know were going to happen. There's going to be just different things that happen to people. Their mindset changes, and you just have to keep kind of adapting story to include what's going on. So that's the difference, is we don't get to make our solutions out of nothing the way that scripted can sometimes do, and just say, well, how about if we do this, or how about if we do that?
Okay, first of all, I never thought about the fact that you guys have to actually adapt to real life. I just was like, you do know like unscripted is partially scripted, right? And I was like, really?
Wow. It just depends on the show. Some of them are more so than others. Like some shows they shoot and they say, we're going to do this, and this today. Sometimes it's totally made up. But I always say that the most important thing is when in a reality show, you can create any kind of goofy circumstances. Like The Surreal Life, you're not ever going to have 8 old celebrities living in a house together, but their reaction to that environment has to be real, and you have to make room for them to be themselves within whatever baloney environment you might set up. So the only time you're ever in trouble is when you're trying to tell them how to react to something, because that's when the shows start to look phony and scripted, and they just don't feel as genuine.
You have been so insightful right now.
Is it?
Amazingly insightful.
Well, thank you.
And then my other question was, Jay, do you have any questions? Because you know how I like to take over, especially.
I'm gonna let you do it because like I'm sick over here, so I'm trying to be quiet
with coding.
Yeah, with coding. So y'all, that would be totally unscripted, and we don't want to be totally off the chain.
We were earlier when we did our one. But my other question is, so now you're into a documentary, which is kind of like another realm of reality TV. So I hear. Yep. I really thought about it, by the way. Can you tell? And no practical advice whatsoever. No practical stuff, just words. But anyway, so how is that different from just going on and shooting people, and now you have to kind of make a story arc and kind of make it more real? How does it differ? Does it feel more closer to scripted, like when you were trying to sell that screenplay?
Well, no. And actually what happened is this documentary has been kicking around in my head for about 6 years, and I really kind of got it off the ground during a time. I wrapped a show in October, and I've taken several months to work on it. And what I'm finding with the documentary is, just like with reality television, is I set out to do one thing and I ended up doing another thing. I wanted to tell a story about the people who work in reality television and how what they do is a very real craft and a very real art, and how it should be respected and all this other stuff, which is probably already putting you to sleep just thinking about it.
No, I like it.
And what ended up happening was, first of all, I realized that I had to put myself in the documentary because a lot of people disagreed with how I felt about reality TV. That I had that thing in my heart where it's just like, well, I've dealt with so many scripted stars and whatever, and I always feel like I'm just a little bit smaller.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
Oh. How far back should I start over?
You're good. Keep going.
I'm good? Okay. Well, what I realized as the documentary was going on was that I had to put myself into it. So putting myself in the documentary and have people reacting to things that are specifically my thoughts and the things that I'm putting out there has been really different. Like, it's really, really strange. It's gone into such a weird turn that I have Erica Angelo, who is a very well-known intimacy expert, is now part of the documentary. I'm very emotionally invested in RuPaul getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this month, because I'm looking at it as validation for a reality performer being recognized on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And everyone else is like, why on earth does that mean so much to you? It makes no sense that you would actually be excited about that beyond, oh, that's cool, RuPaul's getting a star. So I'm finding out a lot about myself and about the things I think about reality TV versus what people really might think of it outside of the business. It's hard to reconcile that. So the documentary keeps changing. So it's the same as reality TV in that respect.
I'd like to take a moment and agree with you, because I think that when you are the person that is getting pooed on, for better, have the respect, because you're like, I work just as hard, or maybe a little harder, because I don't have the respect. And then you got the people with the respect, and still you feel like, any move towards your oh my goodness, come on, this is the moment that that Mucinex kicks in and was like, hey, let me take that thought from you. Come on. Any that takes your level of career, or anyone in that area, like where indie takes it and then moves it closer to something that is mainstream, is awesome.
Yep.
Does that make any sense? Because I do not.
It totally does, and it's that idea. Well, this documentary too. It's the first thing I've ever done for myself. I'm in my 40s, and I haven't made anything for myself except a short called Non-Human Resources back in like 2004.
But you're in your 40s.
Yeah,
you're a lot younger than your 40s.
Well,
there
thank you.
It's your lighting.
It's my lighting, and I've been splashing my face with cold water like Joan Crawford since I was 20. So that's the secret.
I like it.
I know that we are overtime, so
we are overtime. But where can people find you online, and especially like your docuseries when it's done, or follow you?
Documentary.
Well, the easiest place to follow me is realitytvbook.com, which is my website for the book. But I also post periodically about the documentary and things that are going on with it, so you can check it out there. And that's pretty much it. That's Troy Central. You can follow me on Facebook if you like.
Uneducated for a split second, but do you have a program?
Do I have a program?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were a speaker for a split second there. I was like,
oh no, I actually do teach every once in a while. I'm going to be in this next weekend. I'm doing Story Expo East in New York, and sometimes I am available. I do lectures on reality television and its process, and how we do the stories we do, and how to put your stuff together if you're trying to create or sell a reality show.
Love it. Yes.
Love it. I need to sign up for that class. I want to thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes.
I really look forward to this interview for a while, actually. When you were like, yes, I said yes.
It has been my pleasure. I can tell you.
Because I've had 1,001 questions for a good 2 years. So.
Yes, and I have to wrap it up, though, because I have to go, of course.
All right.
So, sorry, guys. I know Jade is being crazy today, but it's all right. So, you can find out everything that you ladies are doing on andwethought.com. And when you go there, take a moment to do the ladies page tab and go all the way down to the bottom and see the charities that we probably support. You guys, check out Just Right in Life. And remember to come to our conference on March 17th, the Integration of Women in Literature, Media, and Journalism, virtually or in person. Just remember that the wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. Hey, you sound like a airline stewardess today doing that wrap up. But anyway.
Oh, good, because I was trying to be professional because this coding is kicking me.
Peace and love, you guys, from Mona with the nails that are gonna get done today.
And Jade with beautiful nails, but you can't see them. Bye-bye.